So, dear students, I am going to tell you something about this essay, The Magic of Teamwork by Sam Pitroda. So, let me show the picture of Sam Pitroda, who was for some time the technical advisor to our government. See this beautiful picture, who was a telecom engineer, an inventor and entrepreneur. So, you have in your book one picture, this man, an Odia fellow, who has crossed the boundaries of our country and is very famous in America and in other states. So, here you will get, this is just an essay where you find different sections, each section dealing with some piece of advice, some kind of instruction, very practical, very pragmatic. So, he will be telling you about the principles how you can work in a team. So, most of the time you are familiar with a kind of slogan, teamwork, sabka saath, sabka vikas. Alright, unity is strength. So, we are familiar with this kind of thing. Whatever cannot be achieved by a single person can be worked out within a group or in a group. If 5 to 6 people or 10 people will work together, it will be very fruitful and you can achieve the target within the time framework. So, in most countries or throughout the globe, the slogan is now development. So, we have just relegated some of the things which were very much in coinage, religion, nationalism, all kinds of things. But now, the heads of the states are telling that we should work for the development of the nation or development of the country. So, development is the key word. So, from that angle, we have to find out how practical the principles are which are laid down by Sam Pitroda. The Sam Pitroda, he was born in Odisha, particularly in Titilagarh. You might be familiar with that particular name. So, Titilagarh is very famous for the highest temperature during summer time. So, now you can see that some of the ideas which are put forth by Sam Pitroda may not be palatable, may not be tasty to we Indians, but he is telling you how in a team work or in a project, how things can be achieved. If we work together, then how we can just get the work done. So, let me read out the sections. We have all different kinds of sections in this particular textbook. You have some lines as introductory to the author, then warm up, then text, then glossary, and then some question papers. So, short questions. So, these small sections you can see, the first one that will acquaint you with this kind of thing, that what does it mean teamwork. So, I have said that in principle in policy making we are not lagging behind. We Indians, we have dreams, we have many theories, many principles, many ideas, but when there is the implementation part, we sometimes fail. So, Pitroda, who has worked mostly in United States and other foreign countries, he is giving you some ideas that how to succeed when you are having a kind of goal and the goal is time bound, that you have to prove that you can work, and what are the ethics of those workers or those team workers. So, in the very first, he has given you a very funny example. One Indian is equal to 10 Japanese, then one Japanese is equal to 10 Indians. So, you may not be like, I have already told you that you may not be liking these, you can say, lines, but whatever he has told is practically true. So, let us begin the text. This is a long essay. So he says lack of teamwork and cooperation is one of the most serious problems affecting progress in all areas of India and wherever Indians work outside. So this is almost a kind of a critique of all Indians. So we can say a critique, CRITIQUE, a piece of criticism on our way of working. Most of the times we feel in the ladder system that someone is the head, then some workers are working under him. All right. But instead they say that the workers are working with the head. The workers are not working under the head. Or if you say the head is the team head, or you can say the manager or the CEO or the managing director or wherever it becomes in the hierarchy, in the ladder of things, whoever is the chief. So we Indians, we feel that this person is segregated. He is just to give you the orders, and the executives or these workers, those working under him, they are to work. But Sam Pitroda is saying that in a team, if you want to succeed, if you yield result, if you mean business, if you want to work and it's a time-bound project, then think of working in a team where the head will not think that some workers or some executives are working under him, and the workers or the team executive, they want to think that they are working under the head. So the basic spirit behind this kind of thing is that the entire thing is a team where all the head and others, they have equal kind of importance. That each one is a team member and the success lies in their working together. So our Prime Minister, beloved Prime Minister, is saying that sabka saath sabka vikas. Likewise, here he says, he is pleading this kind of thing. Let us just forsake the idea that someone is the head. He is to give you orders, others are to follow. It's not like this. So the head may come down and take orders if someone who is an executive is having a new idea. So the basic things have been dealt here, and at the very outset, Sam Pitroda is saying that we Indians, we are having this kind of a defect. So that's why he is criticizing the kind of mindset that we are having. All Indians, they say or they believe in this kind of thing. So let us say, accept that this is a wrong kind of thing. So all corporate sectors, for smooth governance, for all, you can say, public enterprise or private enterprise, if you want to succeed, if you want to get the things done, then it depends on how homogeneously you are working together, how you are working together with equal spirit, the spirit of dedication, that you belong to a kind of a team. So he says that at times he has given a very funny example. Very funny example in the sense, to bring his point clear, he says that we Indians, let us accept that this is a defect in us. We are just like crabs. Crabs, konkora. In Odia we say konkora. So if you put so many crabs in a pot, then what they will say? They try to go out. Individually, if you put one, he will come out easily. But if you put 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 crabs, you think it is not possible on each one of them to come out, because one will just see that the other is not going out. So they will be just pulling the legs of the other crabs. Likewise, we Indians, when we work together, because of this kind of mindset, we have not learned the art of working together. Rather, sometimes we feel, because of our ego, that I am important, I am the boss, I am the head. If I say that has to be done, others have to follow me, others to take orders. So he says, because of this crab mentality, that lagging, or you can say pulling the legs from behind, most of times we fail to deliver things. So he says that, giving an example, that when Maruti Suzuki, you are familiar with Maruti cars, so originally it was of Japanese origin. When it came to India, at that time, he says, quoting or referring to that kind of incident, he says that in those times people say that Indians were very brilliant, they have a very good mindset, they have a spirit and like this. So one Indian is equal to 10 Japanese. That is the kind of feeling, that we are strong, stout and physically more powerful, and we have brilliant ideas, we have theories, and we can deliver goods. So if one Indian is 10 Japanese, but Sam Patroda says that is just the reverse. One Japanese is equal to 10 Indians. Why? Physically it may be partly true, but the way the Japanese they work, they show a kind of indomitable spirit. All right? He says that they have learned, they have emulated, they have practiced how to work in a group. Each one is a learner, each one is an executive, each one is ready to accept orders. So in case of a Japanese team, you see that's a homogeneous team. So many people may be working. Maybe there is the team executive. So they are always ready to see the homogeneity, that all team workers work together. There is no feeling that someone is more important, someone is less important. Even the team head or the executive or the boss or the manager, what we say, the HR manager, something like that, he will come down and he will find that if some brilliant ideas are coming out from an individual executive, then he gives honor to that particular person. So they distribute the works amongst themselves, and they want to see how the things will carry on, and they achieve the target, the goal, they meet the goal within a time-bound program. So when some work is given, they find out the kind of tidbits, the strategy, the kind of skill, the kind of method, how to achieve it. So I use the term called strategy. All right? The way things should take place so that it will be completed within the time limit. Suppose Government of India thinks of the new implementing of new education policy. So this is the kind of project, a kind of thing. So we have brilliant ideas, but mostly we fail when we are implementing it. When we are working upon it, we fail because of the kind of hierarchy, that when we are thinking of implementing it, trying to translate it into action, we fail because of lack of spirit, lack of taking decisions, lack of working together. So that's why here Sam Patroda says that we must say this kind of a thing. We should know how to work together. So he says, the question is, where does the attitude come from? So he says that this typical Indian spirit, which is not approving, is a kind of a thing which was there, because we have our feudal kings. There is a kind of a hierarchy, that the king was there, then the minister, then others. So whatever the king says, that is an order. That's a kind of thing which cannot be overruled. The minister has to say giving some orders that has to be worked out. So the ordinary common people cannot say anything against the king's, you can say, pronouncements. It was just like the order coming downwards, it has to be implemented by any way. But now the world order has changed. We don't have any kind of feudal king or royal government. Now we are thinking in terms of democracy. So what is democracy? Democracy is of the people, for the people and by the people. We have a kind of government which has been chosen by we people. So here the common people are the most important persons. So their will has to be honored. Their wishes are to be honored. And remember, all states throughout the globe, almost all states, all governments, they are welfare states, doing good for others. So that is the duty of the state government to see that projects, or you can say decisions, are taken in such a manner so that it will reach, the benefits should reach to the last. All right, nobody should die of hunger, nobody should fall ill. So that's why you can see that time has changed. With the change of time, we have to change. The executives, the decision makers, the ministers, the public servants, they are to change their mind, work ethics, working style, but they fail to change it. Still they believe in their ego. Ego means I, that I am important. I cannot just lie down. I just cannot yield to others' pressure. So Pitroda says that if you want to work in a team, if you want to achieve something, if some good things are to be done for the state, see that you work together. So that kind of work ethics is now proven to be an ideal kind of thing, ideal work pattern. So he says that this kind of feudal kind of thinking, the thinking which was there when the kings were the rulers, that idea should be put second, and let us accept that the common man is important, and it is the duty of the government, it is the moral duty of the state to see to the development of all people. That's why certain things have to be done, and those things can be best delivered to the persons if a particular kind of thing can be done in a team. So teamwork is the most important thing. So that is the present day's slogan, that everybody should believe in this kind of a change of time. With the change of time, the work ethics, the strategy, which I can say the strategy has to change. The working style, the working plan. So he says that here if you want to work in a team, the boss also should be ready to accept orders from the executives. And the executives at times, if they have new ideas, they should be given free hand, free will, or you can say option to lay those things freely and speak to the team head freely. So this is, I think that will be better if we can take the classroom situation. Suppose a class is going on, the teacher is there, and you people, you are sitting there. Suppose you don't agree with some of the ideas that are given by the teacher. So in modern day classrooms, we believe in feedbacks, that after the class there is a feedback. The students will tell whether they have understood the things which have been delivered to them, those things which have been taught to them, and basing on that, the performance of the teacher is to be rated. So they should be allowed, they should have a kind of option to appreciate or to give a kind of opinion on the delivery system or the delivery of the teacher. It's not like this, that whatever the teacher will say, that is just like the words from Veda. It's not like this. So likewise, in a group, there is a head, some executives or some workers, so they should be allowed to work together, and together they can achieve wonders. So here he says, age does not matter or the position does not matter. If somebody is a boss who is 55 years old or 70 years old, he is the head, all right. But if someone who is just an executive, a fresh technical graduate, who is very savvy, skilled, savvy, S-A-A-V-Y, technically very sound. So the boss should not hesitate to take advice from this young man. And this young man should be allowed to give his opinion to the boss. And this will assure a kind of homogeneous working style. So here in this book you can see that in warm-up he has given you a kind of hierarchical structure, that someone in a private company, or you can say in a kind of a concern, you can see certain people, those who have erected that kind of you can say company, they are the shareholders, and to see to the day-to-day work they have board of directors, policy makers, then the CEO, the chief executive, or the manager, or the boss, and then you say some of the vice presidents, then vice president, general managers, managers, supervisors, workers. So this is the hierarchy, from the lower to the higher, or from the higher to the lower. So this is given to you in order to get some kind of impression how the, you can say, large concern they work. Or in a government you can see you have the chief minister, or suppose this is a private company, but in a government sector what happens, you can see that here the state government, you have CM, then you have ministers, cabinet ministers, then you have secretaries, then deputy secretary, joint secretary, additional secretary, all those, then you have all those, you can say, assistants, other things. So here the hierarchy is very, you can say, visible, that this man who is the real worker, he cannot say a word. If he feels that something, a wrong decision is going to be taken, he can just give his views, but that may be allowed, that may be honored, or that may be rejected. And he doesn't have a free kind of a thing to access the superiors, to speak his mind. So likewise the ministers, they cannot say anything. If the chief minister has given some kind of thing, then he cannot also go against. They don't have the kind of you can say audacity, or the kind of, you can say, free kind of thing. The secretary cannot displease the minister can displease the CM cannot displease the governor, likewise. But he says this is the typical Indian standard. So but in a private company, large concerns, what happens? They, in order to execute certain things, a detailed project report. If a dam is to be built, that is for the benefit of the people, benefit of the society, then detailed kind of things are given. Then someone is appointed the head, or the CEO, or the manager. So then a team consisting of 10 or 15 or likewise, then likewise, so downwards. So these are the workers. So here they work together. There is no kind of thing just like someone is a head, that means he is invincible. He is the super kind of thing. It's not like this. So your Pitroda is pleading for this kind of thing. So we Indians, we are still believing in this kind of hierarchical kind of a thing. We should just reject this kind of thing, accept this kind of thing, if you really mean some kind of development of the state. So he says that a good team player, so I have said that now the very idea, the modern kind of thing is the team and the workers or the executives and the boss, and the kind of thing, what we say, that working together, or the team spirit. If you feel that you belong to a kind of thing, the kind of belongingness that will just give you extra spirit, which will just affect your working style. If your ideas, if your opinions are not accepted, then you feel like as if you don't belong to the group. So you may be there in a team, but you cannot be in a position to give your full potential, your full to the team. That's why Sam Pitroda is pleading for this kind of thing, that the homogeneity or the cohesion means that all, or you can say total mixture. You just cannot find out someone is different. So they are taking all the members together, and the head, he is also giving equal honor to the voice of the people, those who are working with him. I am emphasizing on this word, working with, not working under. So being a good team player implies respect for others, tolerance of different point of view, and a willingness to give. So this is required, and Pitroda is speaking for this kind of thing. Then he says that what happens at times, the team players, or you can say team workers, the team members, they fail. Why? There is a difference of opinion. We Indians, we have a kind of thing which we have borrowed from English kind of thing, that we believe in file process, that the ideas should come from the lower note sheets and other kind of things, and likewise, so it will take a long time. But Pitroda says that most of the good things which the state wants to do, then principally it should be decided. In principle, things should be decided. Then decision should be, after taking decision, a strategy should be evolved. And then some executives are given different kinds of things. The total work is divided amongst those persons. Each one is given one task, and it is the duty of the chief to just oversee. At the same time, he is also ready to accept if there are some kind of opinion, something extra opinion, you can say, or there is some kind of disagreement, or you can say some new ideas are coming. So these members should give these ideas freely, and the boss also should listen to the ideas given by these individual workers or individual executives. So at that time, the political kind of belief should not come on the way, that they are working for the team, they are working for the nation, they want to achieve success. This should be given priority or emphasis, not what I believe. I may have disagreement with the man who is at the top, that is the head CEO, or the minister, or suppose somebody who is the boss. So when you are working in a team, you forget your affiliation to a party, or if you have some kind of belief, political belief or religious beliefs. At that time, you are just to see that things work. So that's why he says that most of the time in modern days, we say something, but we do something. That whatever, so just look at students, just see. When I am standing before you, you are looking at me. This is the physical frame which you want to see. But what is there going on in my mind is invisible. Whatever I say, you are believing in that. But there is always a kind of schism or division, SCHISM, or division. I believe in certain things, but I speak something different. So outwardly you may accept that whatever I say, you may say that he is a very good teacher, but I am hidden thing which is not superficially viewed, superficially you can say verifiable. That's why Pitroda is again critical about the typical Indian spirit that hinders, that creates some kind of problems for the team members to work in a team. So when you are working in a team or in a group, you must be in readiness to forsake your individual kinds of mindset. Think in this line that whatever you are doing for the welfare of the state, welfare of the government, and you are to achieve your kind of goal within a specific time frame. So that's why it says that here when you are working in a team, the basic requirement or the ideal kind of group is where individual members, team workers, they feel at one with the boss, and the boss accept all the members as if they were his friends. So then you can say that at times he is giving you another example, another incident, that when Pitroda was working for Department of Telecommunication as an advisor, there he has confronted certain situations, faced certain situations, which is not up to his liking. He is giving you this idea. Even if he is an Indian, he is criticizing all of us. And he says that in today's world, development matters, nothing else. No belief, no religion, no political agenda, nothing else. If you want to do or deliver certain things to your people, then work in a group and give whatever is best possible within a time limit. So here he says that I learned how Indians do not differentiate between criticizing an idea and criticizing an individual. I have already made my point clear. Suppose you do not appreciate, suppose here is the cabinet, CM is in the chair, you have different cabinet ministers. One minister may not be liking the ideas which are put forth by the chief minister. In our political system, the ministers, they hold their post during the pleasure of the chief. So that's why the CM at times can force his ideas on the individual ministers. And the ministers, they cannot oppose the ideas which are taken by, or the decisions which are taken by the cabinet. But here he says that when it is the cabinet, it is the team, there must be some kind of scope to have a kind of a discussion. And you may not agree with all the decisions which are taken, but when it is a cabinet decision, you have to work upon it. Why do we fail? We fail because we Indians, we believe that there must be 100% agreement on certain things. Let us, I shall make my point clear. Suppose these are whiteboards, I am using this kind of thing. Government will decide that no more whiteboards. We shall replace it with blackboards. Alright? If I am thinking that these blackboards will be uneasy and all these things, this will be not hygienic. Alright. But if it has been decided by a group, let us work upon it. Then gradually we face some problems. Those problems can be, you can say, neutralized or can be solved. But we Indians, we say that let us have a kind of, or you can say, note making and approval and other kinds of things, discussions, seminars, all these kinds. So lot of time is wasted on this thing, in deliberations, in seminars, other things. So let us work up. If it's a kind of a majority opinion, let us work. If government has decided to do this, let us go ahead with the plan. Gradually, if we face some kind of problems, that can be solved. That can be, situation can be improved. So Pitroda is saying that since we are human beings, we cannot copy others. We cannot 100% agree with another point of view or other man's point of view. But at the same time, it's the duty of individual team member to honor the views of others. If a large section of people have decided to do this, this is in the interest of the society. Let us not, you can say, work in a way to foil the kind of thing. Let us honor the, you can say, the decision, and if you have a kind of different kind of opinion, speak it out. Don't just hide it and see that the project does not yield any kind of thing. The project does not work. So he says, we Indians, this is a kind of lacuna, a kind of defect in all of us. That's why he says that a good team must be stable. You see page 81 where it has been clearly stated. A good team is a stable one, is a confident one, is a secure one, and comfortable one. Comfortable ones, that it is homogeneous. Each member is working with others, not working under a boss. And they should work in a kind of a style that there may be personal difference of opinion. But when they are working in a team, they have to implement the decision or the project, you can say mission. Self-esteem is the key prerequisite to such a system being successful. So again, I am re-emphasizing, repeating the same kind of thing. We Indians, we don't lag behind in dreaming, in finding out ideas, but most of the times we fail when the implementation part is concerned. So Pitroda is giving us a very practical advice, a practical lesson from his own experience, that we must check this kind of hierarchical kind of a thinking. We should just forsake the kind of ego which is there. Even if we individually disagree with the decision, if it is a major decision has been taken, let us implement. 100% agreement is a dream. All right? So that's why he says that at times when you are working, then at times you must also have a kind of respect to the man who is working with you. So again he is giving another example. Pitroda, from his own you can say workplace, he says that there is a division, a kind of dichotomy, means duality, where he says that when you are working in a team, the prestige of the man who is paid the lowest is almost the same like the boss. He is the head. But when you are working a team, you are just a team member. He is citing the example of his own driver. So you see, I am reading out, it is almost like a story. Very interesting. He says, I had a driver named Rama, who I thought was one of the best drivers in the world. But you see, Pitroda is calling him as Ram Bhaya. Why? Because he wants to give you, instill in him a self of respectability and at the same time a kind of confidence that you are just not a mere driver, a low paid servant, but you are also having the same kind of a status. Status wise you may not be simple, but you have the same kind of prestige as a team member, because the success of the team depends upon the working of each of the units, each of the members. Alright, he may be a peon, he may be just a worker, or maybe you can steno, or maybe an engineer, or maybe a kind of you can say HR manager, whatever he may be there. But when they work, each one should feel that the other is important. Other man's point of view is important, other man's prestige is also important. So, citing the example from his own workplace, he says that how he almost treat his driver, car driver, as one of his brothers, Ram Bhaya, and he says that I didn't want to treat him like a mere driver. He had to become a team player. So this kind of mindset should be there. So if you think of development, you must think in these terms. You should not think that orders will come down. Decisions are taken, 100% decision, 100% agreement may not be there, but you have to give the result. If you want to believe in this, then try to learn the tidbits. This is the kind of working style or strategy, the skill, the mode to work. And if you just practice this, which is never the practice in India, because we have been born and brought up in that manner that the king is important, the minister is important. Likewise, but he says that when we are thinking in terms of doing something good for others, for the state, let us work together. Just like it is just like, see, suppose we are playing a match, football match is going on. Can you think of a team without the forward players or a team without the goalkeeper? Can the center forward just score the goal without the help of other members? So when you win, it is because all individual players have contributed to the winning of the game. It's not just because of one goalkeeper or one back or a forward player or left wing or right wing. So when in case of a football match, when individual contribution matters, likewise when you work for the success of a particular kind of project, individual's contribution is a must. That's why Pitroda is saying that let us say that I is not important, we is important. Just like our Prime Minister says, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. So, since vikas or development matters nowadays, no religion, no kind of, you can say, belief, all things will be just forsaken to the background, relegated to the background. So, here he says that just like citing the example of his private, you can say his driver, he says that he used to give utmost significance, utmost respect to even his low paid, you can say, driver. Likewise, the boss of the company should also give equal honor, equal prestige to the, you can say, the mere players or those team members. So, in order to have a good team, a homogeneous team or cohesive team, cohesive, where you see that they are working in a team. All right, the success of the team depends on this kind of strategy. So, cohesion, homogeneity, that no division is perceived, you can say, seen. So, at the end he says that if you accept this kind of team spirit, then you must be ready to this kind of thing. Even if the boss is very aged, highly intellectual, suppose he is a senior citizen, 60 years, have all the degrees, he is a very rich fellow, aristocrat, all these things. And under him you have several team executives. So they are just fresh people, 25, 26 or 30 years of age. So here when you work together in a team, this boss should think that they are just his teammates, team members. So if he finds that this young man of 25 has the potentials, he is very sound, very savvy in a technical kind of thing, then his ideas should be accepted by this boss. Or in the other way, the boss should come to his place and this man also should come. There must be a kind of, what you can say, think tank, that by each member would contribute to the, you can say, general health of this team. What I said, general health of the team. The success of the team depends on the working style, the kind of relationship between the head and the executives, those who are working with him. So I am putting emphasis on this word, with, not under. So you should actually be experts in working with diversity, but it can only happen when we get rid of personal, caste and community interests. So only what matters nowadays? The development. Vikas. Only vikas or development. No other kind of thing. All the states, modern states, I am again saying modern states, think of Japan, think of America, think of Soviet Russia and all of the states. What they say? That the technically very advanced, developed states. Why? Why we say that we are branded as developing nation? Why? Because of this kind of thinking. Now there must be a change in mind, change in the strategy. We should give emphasis on this development to work for the nation, and once the decision is taken, we have to implement it. There may be disagreements, 100% agreement will never be there. Then they should work together as a homogeneous entity. And then he is also pleading for another kind of thing, that in a team there must be a kind of a swapping of, you can say, activities. Suppose this is an office. So this swapping of roles, swapping is change. Let us, swapping is somewhat difficult. Let us change. Suppose this office, you have a clerks, you have peons, you have gardeners, you have watchmen, you have the head director and deputy directors, or likewise. So he says, when you work together, there should be a change of positions and change of, it does not matter that the salary will be changed, but at times they should feel free to work in the garden. The watchman should be allowed to drive the car if he has that kind of skill. If the cameraman has the skill to just have some kind of official business, he should for some time work in the office. And the office assistants, if he has some kind of skill in some kind of music and painting and all kinds of things, he should be also allowed to work in that line. If the curator of the museum, he is a very good singer, then he should be allowed to sing when they are together. And if the boss is a good singer, a painter, he should also come and mix with the persons, those who are working with him, and see that a particular thing is done. So change of a place, change of work at times give another kind of boost. B-O-O-S-T. Boost. That when you are almost feeling somewhat tired, you can say that you are almost lacking your spirit to work. The same kind of thing. I am an office clerk. I have been working here for last 25 years. Only files and note sheets and like this? No. Suppose somebody is a teacher, he is going and teaching? No. So Pitroda says that in a team when you work, if that particular person has some kind of extra skill, he should also be allowed to show his skill, so that he will have the interest to work with renewed vigor, renewed spirit. And that will also add to the activity of the team. So he says, this is a very good idea. And I am again emphasizing on the thing that Pitroda is himself an Indian, but is finding, he is catching us at the wrong foot, that here are your defects. That's why we are unable to have the kind of required kind of progress. And we are still we are having a large population, we have all the resources, but we are still a developing nation. We are not a developed nation. So it says, need to recognize that these individuals have a tendency to feel that they are not getting recognition or not being respected. It must be realized that these individuals have lower self-esteem to begin with and therefore have to be pampered. So I have all my appreciation for this man, Pitroda. Why? So in a society or in any given set of situation, you find that persons differ because we are human beings. We differ in our ideas, we differ in our, you can say, spirit, we are different in our working style. Suppose this is a group working here in a given set of work, X, Y, Z, W. So they don't have the equal kind of, you can say, skill. Suppose it is 90%, this is 80%, this is 70%, this is below 30%. But if I am the boss, I should see that I should not just, the 30% should be banned in public, so that others will also know, or he will be conscious of his thing. Kind of. At times we feel that if you tell these things, then the association, this man will go to the association, he will just sit in a dharana, and there will be strike and all kinds of things. So he says that if somebody is a cheat, somebody is not working up to the satisfaction, he must be taken to task. Here, the affinity or the kind of relation with the individual does not matter. If he is an employee, he has to work. The assigned work must be given to effect. If somebody is giving us 90% result, there should be appreciation. 80% work, appreciation. At the same time, this man should be taken to task. So, which is not possible nowadays in most of our countries in set up in offices or other workplaces. We think of raising slogans, sitting in strikes, those kind of thing. So that's why he says, just like the boss is giving utmost significance, utmost respect to the individual members, it's the duty of the members, each individual member, to see that it delivers up to the expectation of the team, not up to the expectation of the boss. Boss is just the overseer, the manager, he is the team head. He is working just like another member. So nobody should cheat. Everybody should contribute in his own way. And there should be also a kind of a change of a thing. If he has some kind of ability in computer, for some time, for 2 months or 3 months or periodically, there should be swapping. If this person as an office clerk has failed, just giving 30% result, but he is a very good singer, or he has basic knowledge, or you can say appreciable knowledge in engineering kind of thing, allow him to work in the engineering unit for some time, so that he will have a kind of a change of a taste. Just like in our place, there are different kind of dish which is prepared. Today there is one curry, another kind of thing, then you have veg items, non-veg items. So there is just like different kind of dish, they give you different kind of taste. Likewise, when in an establishment, different kind of workers are there, or the executives are there, they should be allowed to have a kind of a change of place, change of a kind of thing. Individual affinity does not matter. If somebody is lacking, then he should, it is the duty of the boss to see that how to instill in him extra confidence, extra spirit. So change of work assignment will automatically change this kind of thing. He will be given extra dose, a kind of boost. So this is very important, and I like this kind of things which have been put forth by Pitroda personally. So he says, this makes them feel better and work better. There is no substitute for teamwork. Teamwork is the key to corporate and national governance. So he has almost given you the gist, the summary, that nowadays we cannot do anything. If you want success, if you want to have a business or yield results within a time framework, it is not individual. It is the group, it is the team which will work. Strategies should be put forth, should be decided, that should be a kind of a working plan, and then that has to be implemented. May not be 100% agreement, but once you are in, then individual members should contribute, and they should feel that they belong to that kind of team. And only the success of team works. If the success of team is there, then there is the implementation of the project. So you find that how he has almost criticized the typical Indian spirit, and how with time there is a change. And at the end he says, the fundamental issues are respect for others, openness, honesty, communication, willingness to disagree, that we agree to disagree. When you are working in a team, individual voice matters. Suppose somebody has given you some kind of idea you may not like, but that does not mean that you have a personal ill will for that person. You may not approve of his ideas, but as a man, you must have the same kind of respect. So individual respect matters, even if there is difference of opinion. So willingness to disagree, resolution of conflict, and recognition that a larger goal can be achieved as a whole is above individual or personal agenda. So there may be personal likes and dislikes, but that should not be reflected when you work together in a team. Don't be afraid of pressure. Remember that pressure is what turns a lump of coal into diamond. Very ordinary things can be changed. So very ordinary things, that's like kind of thing, you can convert it to diamond. Likewise, there may be mediocre kind of group members, or you can say they may not be of equal kind of working style, but if it is the duty of the boss to see that the whole team works together in a manner by which they can achieve wonders. So this is a very good piece of, you can say, that's why he calls this piece as a magic of teamwork. Together we can work, together you can create wonders. Just like out of mere coal, you putting on pressure, you can create diamond. Likewise, you take some workers or executives and you can see that they work wonders. Thank you.